Race number 1 of the afternoon, top of the stretch, has Arabesque Fern, Back Angus, Dexter's Dream, Marmaton, GL Bobby, I Am Twin Star, Kate Finesse, Mario, and Hexton. They're off and pacing. Back Angus off the gate first to grab the lead. Marmaton moves out second at the rail. Arabesque Fern gets away third, grabbing his seat. Dexter's Dream in the 4 spot. GL Bobby caught wide, racing in 5. Next in line, 6th in the early going. As they move by the 8th is Hexton into the backstretch. Arabesque Fern has gone off stride as they move on to the opening quarter. Out front, Back Angus clear by 5. GL Bobby moving up into 2. Marmaton is pacing along in the 3 spot. 4th at the rail is Dexter's Dream. Hexton takes a look at a 5. I Am Twin Star holds down the 6th spot. Mario has 7. From 8 is Kate Finesse, and trailing the field after the break, Arabesque Fern. Single file as they move by the 3/8 opening quarter in 29 and 2/5 seconds. They move off the top turn. Back Angus now just by a length and a half. GL Bobby sits second. Racing out the rail in 3, that's Marmaton, then a gap of 4 lengths. Back to Hexton on the outside in 4. Racing at the rail in 5 is Dexter's Dream. Outside covered up and racing in 6, I Am Twin Star. Mario has 7, Kate Finesse 8, and trailing Arabesque Fern. They dip into the turn on their way past the 5/8, the half in a minute and 4/5 seconds. It's still Back Angus leading the way by 1 length. GL Bobby looking to the outside, second. Marmaton next in line, third. Dexter's Dream has 4. I Am Twin Star coming 3 wide from 5. They continue on by the 3/4. Back Angus by 3 parts of a length. GL Bobby on the outside giving chase, second. Marmaton third. Moving up into contention, I Am Twin Star is now 4th. On the limb, Hexton has 5. They continue on to the upper turn. Back Angus, GL Bobby. Here comes I Am Twin Star continuing to advance on the outside. Now coming 3 wide. Marmaton along the rail has 4. 1:33 and 3 3/4. Less than 1/8 to come. GL Bobby in the center has taken over the lead. I Am Twin Star 3 wide second. Back Angus trying to hang in third. Through the lane they come for the final time. I Am Twin Star late moving the far outside from Kate Finesse. They drive to the lane. Kate Finesse takes over and wins it second. I Am Twin Star, GL Bobby third. Victory Lane, the first race winner, number 7 in your card, Kate Finesse, an 8-year-old brown mare by Oil Count. Owned, trained, and driven by Archie Casey. The mile in 2:07 and 4/5. Race 2 of the afternoon, Blue Mineral first, Hustling Abbey, PH Dawn, Old Hamboomer, Norgale Trooper, Kilkerran Key, and Charlotte's Whiz. They're off, and as they leave the gate, Blue Mineral first at the rail is a way to grab the early lead. Hustling Abbey will grab the seat second. Up on the outside, PH Dawn is third. Norgale Trooper gets away in 4, wide racing in 5. Is Old Hamboomer. Away in the 6th spot is Kilkerran Key in 7th, and treading Charlotte's Whiz. They enter the backside for time 1, approaching the opening quarter. Blue Mineral first with PH Dawn driving up looking for the lead on the outside. At the rail and away third, Hustling Abbey. Norgale Trooper holds down the 4 spot. Old Hamboomer takes a look at a 5. Racing in 6 is Kilkerran Key, and Charlotte's Whiz continues to trail the field. They move on by the 3/8 on the outside. PH Dawn driving on looking for the top spot. At the rail, Blue Mineral first is now racing second. They move off the top turn. 30 and 1 was the opening quarter. They round the upper turn approaching the halfway point. PH Dawn now clears the lead with Blue Mineral first sitting second. On the inside, traveling third is Hustling Abbey. Norgale Trooper is still racing at the rail in 4. 5th, Old Hamboomer. Then Kilkerran Key, and Charlotte's Whiz trails. No change as they move over to the 5/8. It's still PH Dawn by 1 length over Blue Mineral first. At the rail, Hustling Abbey is content to sit at the rail third. Up on the outside, Norgale Trooper first over, 4th a minute, 1/5 the half. Down the backside for the final time, PH Dawn the one to catch. Here comes Norgale Trooper now gaining ground on the outside second. Blue Mineral first is racing third. Outside and pacing in 4 is Kilkerran Key. They head on to the upper turn. PH Don being pressured by Norgale Trooper. Kilkerran Key moving up on the outside in contention, now racing third. Blue Mineral first at the rail is fourth. 1:32 and 4 the 3/4. 1/8 to come as they move off the top turn. It's PH Don by 1. Norgale Trooper second. Kilkerran Key racing third. Through the stretch for the final time. PH Don now drawing off to 3-4 open lengths. PH Don is going to win it. Finishing second is Norgale Trooper. And it's close for third between Kilkerran Key and Hustling Abbey. Riding back in victory lane, the second race winner, number 3, PH Don, a 2-year-old bay filly by Kentucky Spur. Owned by Jim Shive, trained by Hugh McKay, Jim Davis driving, the mile in 2:03 and 3/5. Race number 3 has Keystone Sasha, Island Ivory, Clonmel Classic, Phillips Express, A Little Sport, If By Chance, Courageous Lily, Inquisitor, and Lady Vet. They're off and pacing off the gate. Island Ivory looking for the lead out the rail. Keystone Sasha. Up on the outside, Phillips Express wide third. On the inside, racing in 4 is Clonmel Classic. Up on the limb in the 5 spot as they move by the 8th, A Little Sport. They continue down the backside onto the opening quarter on the outside. And driving up is Phillips Express now to take over the lead. Keystone Sasha. Island Ivory parked out third. Clonmel Classic racing in 4. On the limb in 5 is A Little Sport. At the rail traveling in the 6th spot. That's Lady Vet. Courageous Lily takes a look out of 7. Inquisitor has 8. If By Chance is trailing the field. They were behind the initial station in 29 and 4/5 seconds. They make their way off the top turn. Phillips Express shows the way by 1 length. As they continue off the top turn, Keystone Sasha sits in the garden spot. Next in line, A Little Sport on the outside is third. Coming 3 wide with a bold move as they move past the halfway point is Lady Vet. They continue into the lower turn. It's Phillips Express leading the way now, joined on the outside by Lady Vet. Island Ivory at the rail is third. Pacing up on the outside in the 4 spot is A Little Sport. 5th along the rail, locked in Keystone Sasha. Going 3 wide, Courageous Lily from 6. They move down the backside for the final time, the half in 1:01 and 3/5 seconds. Phillips Express still there by half a length. Lady Vet on the outside is second. Up on the limb and coming 3 wide is Courageous Lily. They move on past the 3/4 on the inside. Phillips Express clinging to the lead. Outside Lady Vet. 3 wide is Courageous Lily traveling third. On the inside, Island Ivory is hemmed in, sitting in the 4 spot. Here comes Clonmel Classic, 4 deep on the outside as they move off the top turn. 3/4 in 1:32 and 2 along the rail. Phillips Express is still there on the far outside. Clonmel Classic is taking aim. Through the stretch they come for the final time. 5 of them across the track with Clonmel Classic on the far outside getting up to win it. Courageous Lily will finish second. It's close for third. Riding back in victory lane, the 3rd race winner, number 3, Clonmel Classic, a 3-year-old bay colt by Knightley Blue Chip. Over Brian Dowie of Sydney, trained by Danny Romo, Joey Greencatch driving. Mile in 2:04 and 3/5. Race number 4, top of the stretch, Marmashidino, Robbie's Rhythm, Whisper Genie, Stormont, Cover Lady, Baron Butch, another Benghazi, Hardy Blue, and Portobello Count. They are off and pacing. Marmashidino at the rail is away quickly to grab the lead. Stormont hustling up on the outside, looking to grab the pocket as they move into the first turn and on by the opening 8th. On the inside with the lead is Marmashidino, with Stormont away racing second. That's Cover Lady up on the limb traveling third. Also on the outside, Hardy Blue is caught out 4th. On the inside, Portobello Count 5, 3 wide. As they move to the opening quarter is Baron Butch. They move past the quarter. Baron Butch from the outside now moves up to take over the lead from Marmashidino. Parked out is Hardy Blue racing third. Stormont along the rail is traveling in 4. Cover Lady just found a seat fifth. Portobello Count racing from 6. Whisper Genie has 7. Pacing from 8 is another Benghazi, and trailing the field as they move off the top turn. And a race to the stretch is Robbie's Rhythm. 30-1 the opening quarter. Baron Butch draws out now to 5 lengths, with Marmashidino giving chase second. On the inside third, that's Stormont. Parked out going a tough journey. Hardy Blue is fourth. Along the rail, that's Cover Lady in 5. Portobello Count has 6. Seventh and moving to the outside is Whisper Genie. They were past the half in a brisk 59 and 4/5 seconds down the backside for the final time. It's Baron Butch clear by 6 lengths. Marmashidino is still racing second. Stormont along the rail has 3. Moving to the outside is Cover Lady in 4, followed by Portobello Count from 5. Whisper Genie on the outside has 6. They move on to the upper turn. Baron Butch, a commanding lead with Marmashidino trying to hang on second. Moving up is Cover Lady on the limb now third. Along the rail in 4 is Stormont. Portobello Count moving into contention in 5. Whisper Genie has 6. They have less than 1/8 to come. 1:30 and 4 3/4. It's all Baron Butch as they turn for home. The battle is for place, with Cover Lady now second to the outside. Portobello Count is third, but it's all Baron Butch. Finishing second is Cover Lady, and the show spot could be Whisper Genie on the outside. Now riding back in victory lane, the 4th race winner, number 6, Baron Butch, a 7-year-old son of J.H. Barron, and Ray Fraser of Moncton, trained by Rosaire Berriot with Russell Burgoyne driving. Island 202 and 1/5. Race number 5 of the afternoon, top of the stretch, has Shrimp Cocktail, G. Joe, Angelic Vision, or else what? Amber Accolade, Glenview Emperor, But Can He Win, Herod's Image, and Coming Through. They are off and pacing. Angelic Vision fires off the gate quickly to grab the early lead. G. Joe gets away second. Amber Accolade up on the limb is third. Wide racing fourth is Glenview Emperor. On the limb in the 5 spot as they head by the 8th. He is coming through. They continue down the backside, approaching the opening quarter. Amber Accolade drives out to the early lead by 2.5 lengths. Angelic Vision is second. Gijo racing third. Glenview Emperor parked out fourth. Parked to the outside in 5 is coming through. Shrimp Cocktail at the rail has 6. Can he win racing from 7, or else what is 8? And a 9th and trailing the field as they move on to the 3/8 is Herod's Image. Out front, Amber Accolade dictates the early pace, leads it by 1 length over Angelic Vision. Gijo at the rail is traveling third. They move off the top turn. The opening quarter was in 29. And 3/5 seconds they race in front of the grandstand for time 1, approaching the half. Amber Accolade continues to chart the path by 1 length. Angelic Vision is getting a golden trip second. Gijo traveling third. At the rail, Shrimp Cocktail is fourth, coming through. On the outside is parked out in 5, but Kenny Wynn has 6. Glenview Emperor from 7 as they move into the backstretch. For the final time, it's still Amber Accolade maintaining a 1-length advantage. Had them past the half in a minute and 2/5 seconds. Sitting in the pocket is Angelic Vision. G. Joe next in line, third, looking to the outside, followed by Shrimp Cocktail in 4, but Kenny Wynn has 5, or else what, 6. Herod's Image moving up on the inside now for 7. They move on to the upper turn. Amber Accolade's the one to catch. Right there is Angelic Vision second. G. Joe up on the limb third. Shrimp Cocktail coming 3 wide fourth, but Kenny Wynn in 5. Herod's Image wide racing 6th. They move off the top turn, 1:31 and 3 3/4. Amber Accolade is trying to hold them off, still there by 1 length. Angelic Vision second, Shrimp Cocktail third, far outside Herod's Image, Amber Accolade, Herod's Image, but it will be Amber Accolade, Herod's Image second. It's close for third between Angelic Vision and Shrimp Cocktail. Now back in victory lane, the 5th race winner, number 5, Amber Accolade, a 6-year-old son of Winner's Accolade, owned by Claire Roy. Jason McDougall driving, the mile in 2:03 and 1/5. Race number 6 of the afternoon, West River again. Jasper McFaber, Muscat Abbott, Wilco's Fantasy, Exit 13, BC's Majestic, Magian Maverick, and Putney Lobel. They're off and pacing. Off the gate quickly, Westover again looking for the lead. Wilco's Fantasy driving out 3 wide. Second in the center is Jasper McFaber. Down out the rail as they move by the opening 8th. Putney Lobel has gone off stride. They move into the backstretch. Westover again emerging with the top spot. Gathered back Jasper McFaber to grab the pocket. Wilco's Fantasy third. Muscat Abbott is fourth. Moving up is Exit 13 on the outside fifth. Back pacing in sixth is Putney Lobel as they move past the opening quarter. Racing from 7 in the early going is BC's Majestic, and treading the field Magian Maverick. They head on now past the 3/8, 29-1 the opening quarter. Out front and leading the way is Westover again by 1 length as they move off the top turn and approach the halfway point. Jasper McFaber sits in the garden spot. Wilco's Fantasy getting flush to the outside third by Putney Lobel, who picks up the cover on the limb. Fourth, fifth is Muscat Abbott. Outside in 6, Magian Maverick. Then Exit 13 and BC's Majestic can see them all as they dip into the paddock turn on their way to the 5/8. Westover again continuing on the front end by 3 parts of a length. Wilco's Fantasy now moving up on the outside to engage Westover again. A minute 2/5 was the half. Locked in is Jasper McFaber racing third. Putney Lobel on the outside has 4. On the inside, that's Muscat Abbott racing from 5. They move past the 3/4. Westover again at the rail. Trying to hold off Wilco's Fantasy on the outside. Jasper McFaber has nowhere to go along the rail. Racing third. Putney Lobel within striking range on the limb. Covered up fourth. Fifth along the rail is Muscat Abbott. 3/4 in 1:30-3. They continue to match strides with less than 1/8 to come. Westover again at the rail. Wilco's Fantasy on the outside. Wilco's Fantasy is now forging to the top. Westover again second. Jasper McFaber is third. Through the lane they come. Wilco's Fantasy's going to win it. Second is Jasper McFaber. It's close for third between Westover again and Muscat Abbott. In victory lane, the 6th race winner, number 4, Wilco's Fantasy. Natural Grey Son of Springfield, Madonna McKay. Trained by Glenn McKay, Emmons McKay driving. The mile in 2:01 1/5. Race number 7, Pomerado, Omaha Gambler, Diamond Almahurst, Oyster Stew, Denashton Orr, Income Wilco, Tacoma Flame, Township Mimi, and Blue Again. They are off and pacing. Pomerado off the rail, quick to grab the early lead. Omaha Gambler moving out second. Settling in is Diamond Almahurst third. Wide racing fourth, Tacoma Flame. They head by the opening 8th. Omaha Gambler comes away on top by 2 lengths. Tacoma Flame on the outside is second. Pomerado down at the rail is racing third as they head to the backside for time 1 approaching the quarter. Omaha Gambler by 1 length. Tacoma Flame is racing second. Township Mimi parked out wide third. Pomerado on the inside. Oyster Stew also parked out on the limb is traveling fourth. Pomerado at the rail in 5. Diamond Almahurst next in line 6, campaigning the rail and racing in 7. And looking to the outside is Blue Again. The quarter was reached in 29 and 2/5 seconds. They make their way off the top turn approaching the half. Led by Omaha Gambler. Leading it by half a length. Township Mimi gets the parking ticket second. Inside locked in Tacoma Flame racing third. Oyster Stew with cover on the limb from 4. At the rail in 5, that's Pomerado. Outside third over Blue Again 6. Diamond Almahurst has 7. Income Wilco in 8. And Denashton Orr trails the field. They continue on to the backstretch for the final time. Half reached in a minute and 2/5 seconds. Omaha Gambler is still on the front end by 1 length. Township Mimi is still there on the outside second. Locked in racing third is Tacoma Flame. Oyster Stew going 3 wide fourth on the extreme outside. And going 4 deep is Diamond Almahurst. And Diamond Almahurst on the outside is forging to the top. Racing second, Omaha Gambler. Denashton Orr out there 3 wide third. They head on past the 7/8. Diamond Almahurst clear by 3 lengths. with Danash Denor in pursuit. Second, Oyster Stew in the limits. Third, Omaha Gambler fourth. They continue off the top turn. 1:32 and 3. The 3/4 there, led home by Diamond Almahurst. Danash Denor trying to gain ground on the outside. Diamond Almahurst, Danash Denor, Oyster Stew. Diamond Almahurst will win it. Finishing second, Danash Denor, Oyster Stew third. Back in victory lane, the 7th race winner, number 3, Diamond Almahurst, 4-year-old daughter of Ralph Hanover, by Alan Endries, Scott LeCain driving, of Island 203. Race number 8 of the afternoon, Paradox, Fleet Director, Copper Leo, Ecology GB, Chems Reserve, may contain Blitzy Treasure, Harrier, and Wildcat Cam Company. They're off and pacing. Copper Leo gets the first call. Ecology GB moving out second. Out the rail, that's Paradox third. On the far outside, Blitzy Treasure caught 3 wide fourth. May contain in the lemon 5. Wildcat Cab Company from 6. Settling in 7 is Fleet Director. Racing from 8 is Chems Reserve, and Harrier trails the field. They make their way on to the opening quarter. On top, Copper Leo leads it by 3 parts of a length. Blitzy Treasure looks for the pocket, and he finds it as they continue on to the upper turn. Ecology GB is in behind them, sitting third. Racing in the 4 spot is Paradox from 5. Wildcat Cab Company, Fleet Director takes a look at a 6. Holding down 7 is May Contain. Then Chems Reserve, and Harrier sits out the back. The opening quarter in 28 and 2/5 seconds. They move off the top turn. Copper Leo shows them in front of the grandstand for time 1, with Blitzy Treasure giving chase from the pocket. Third is Ecology GB racing 4th. That's Paradox looking to the outside. 5th on the move on the outside is May Contain. On the rail is Wildcat Cab Company. They head to the backside for the final time. 58 and 1/2. It's still Copper Leo on top by 1 length over Blitzy Treasure. Paradox advancing on the outside third. Ecology GB drops back 4th. Moving up 4th on the outside is May Contain. They head on past the 3/4. Out front, it's still Copper Leo by 1 length over Blitzy Treasure. Paradox third. May Contain trying to gain on the outside. He moves up into the 3 spot. They head past the 7/8. It's still Copper Leo by a length and a half. May Contain continues to advance to the outside. Second, Blitzy Treasure is third. Paradox 4th. 3/4 in 1:28 and 2. They make the final turn. It's Copper Leo trying to fight off May Contain on the outside. Copper Leo, May Contain, Copper Leo, May Contain, Copper Leo, May Contain second, third, Blitzy Treasure. In victory lane, the 8th race winner, number 3, Copper Leo, a 6-year-old chestnut son of Leaping Leo, the GLB stable of Windsor Junction. Trained by Robert Took. Jason McDougall picking up his 2nd win of the afternoon. Filed a new race record for Copper Leo, 1:59 and 1/5. Race number 9 has Dolly Finesse, Sterling Orr, Island Inverness, Island Link, Second Shadow, Lonesome Fugitive, Requited Love, Mac Gombo, and Tamworth Lady. They're off and pacing. Sterling Orr off the gate looking for the early lead. Driving out second, Island Inverness. Hustling up on the outside is Requited Love, racing 3 deep into the first turn. As they move by the opening 8, that's Sterling Orr who comes away on top. Moving out second at the rail is Tamworth Lady. Requited Love caught wide, racing third. Island Inverness grabs a seat at the rail in 4. Island Link away in the 5 spot. Second Shadow from 6. Dolly Finesse has 7. Racing from 8 is Lonesome Fugitive. As they continue on to the 3/8, Mac Combo trails the field. Moving up on the outside, looking for the lead, is Requited Love. Sterling Orr parking her out as they move off the top turn. Tamworth Lady gets a good journey at the rail third. 28 and 4 the opening quarter. They move up to the halfway point. Requited Love parked on the outside by Sterling Orr with Tamworth Lady enjoying the journey behind them. Third up on the outside. Here comes Island Link racing fourth. Facing out the rail in 5 is Island Inverness. From 6 on the outside is Second Shadow. They head on past the 5/8. Sterling Orr and Requited Love continue to battle on the front end. Tamworth Lady enjoys the journey in along the rail, but she's locked in racing third. Second Shadow now coming quickly out there, 3 wide, moving into contention fourth. 59 seconds the halfway point. Second Shadow out there, 3 wide, is driving right onto the top spot. Up on the outside, Lonesome Fugitive is now giving chase second. Sterling Orr third, Island Length 3 wide fourth. Tamworth Lady is caught along the rail in 5. 1:30 and 1 3/4. Second Shadow by 2.5 lengths. Lonesome Fugitive is second. Sterling Orr third. 1:30 and 1 3/4. They make the final turn, led by Second Shadow. Lonesome Fugitive trying to cut into the lead second. On the outside, racing third is Tamworth Lady, but it will be Second Shadow to win it, finishing second, Lonesome Fugitive, and the show spot, Island Link. Race winner, number 5, Second Shadow, a 3-year-old son of Angel Shadow. Murray Wade of Moncton. Russell Burgoyne second win of the afternoon. The model new race record for the Colt, 2:01. Race number 10, top of the stretch, has Cocan Woody, Star Connection, Fonzie Bye Bye, Maker First, Granite Gambler, Luke's Georgetown, Dallas Ann, Super Bowl Shuffle, and Selkirk. They are off and pacing. Star Connection away looking for the lead against Cocan Woody up on the far outside. Dallas Ann is 4 deep into the first turn. Granite Gambler on the limb, races away in 4, Selkirk 5 away, settling in the 6th spot as they move by the 8th and into the back stretches. Fonzie Bye Bye. Then we go back to Maker First, Luke's Georgetown, and treading the field, Super Bowl Shuffle. They move on to the opening quarter. Emerging with the top spot as they check in at the opening quarter is Cocan Woody with Star Connection sitting second along the rail third. He is Dallas Ann, Selkirk is fourth. Granite Gambler takes a look at a 5. Fonzie Bye Bye holds down the 6th spot, Maker First in 7. Luke's Georgetown is racing from 8 and treading the field. Is Super Bowl Shuffle, 28 and 4 the opening quarter. They move off the top turn. No change up front, leading the way is Cocan Woody by 1 length over Star Connection. Dallas Ann at the rail is still third, Selkirk fourth. To the outside in 5 and coming first up is Granite Gambler, giving cover on the outside 6 to Fonzie Bye Bye. Luke's Georgetown in 7. Then Maker First and Super Bowl Shuffle. They were by the half, 58 and 3. They move down the backside for the final time. And it's still Cocan Woody now leading it by 2. Star Connection second. Dallas Ann on the outside is third. Granite Gambler second over, racing in 4th. 5th locked in is Selkirk. Luke's Georgetown moving on the outside in 6. They move on past the 3/4. Cocan Woody opening now by 3. Granite Gambler driving up on the outside to give chase second. Also on the move, 3 wide. Luke's Georgetown is now sitting third. They head on past the 7/8. It's Cocan Woody. Granite Gambler eating into the lead second. 1:29 3/4. Luke's Georgetown is traveling third. Down the stretch they come for the final time. Granite Gambler on the outside has taken over the lead. Second is Cocan Woody. Luke's Georgetown third, but it will be Granite Gambler by 2.5 lengths. Cocan Woody second. Luke's Georgetown finishes third. The 10th race winner, number 5, Granite Gambler, a 6-year-old gelding by Lion of Sonora, McKenna St. John and Don Short. Robert Laffin driving. The mile in 2 minutes flat. Race 11, top of the stretch, has Parkhurst, Walk of Life, RB Vladimir, Kilkerran Fury, Barely a Breeze, Rufford's Cashback, and Harborview Jacob. They're off and pacing. RB Vladimir fires off the gate quickly, looking for the lead. Walk of Life moves out second at the rail. Parkhurst is away third. Harbour View Jacob up on the limb is fourth. Kilkerran Fury finds a seat fifth. Away racing in sixth is Barely a Breeze. And Roughage Cashback trails the field. They move down the backstretch for the first time. RB Vladimir quickly opens now to 4-5 lengths. Harbour View Jacob driving up now to fill the gap second. Walk of Life is away racing in three. Parker's next in line fourth. Kilkerran Fury holds down the 5 spot. Barely a Breeze has one horse beaten in Roughage Cashback as they race single file past the 3/8 opening quarter, 28-4. RB Vladimir charts the early path, leads it by a length and a half. Harbour View Jacob racing in the pocket. Walk of Life is next in line third, followed by Parkhurst in 4. Looking to the outside, Kilkerran Fury from 5, followed by Roughage Cashback 6, and trailing is Barely a Breeze. They check in at the halfway point with RB Vladimir continuing on the front end by a length and a half. Harbour View Jacob sits the pocket. Kilkerran Fury is hustling up first over third. Roughage Cashback getting a good second over Journey in the 4 spot. Locked in and shuffled back to 5th is Walk of Life. Then Barely a Breeze and Parkhurst, the half in a minute 1/5. Down the backstretch for the final time. RB Vladimir still there by 1. Harbour View Jacob is locked in the pocket second. Kilkerran Fury racing third. Walk of Life fourth. Roughage Cashback in 5. Parkhurst and Barely a Breeze. They head on to the 7/8, 1:30 and 2 3/4. RB Vladimir is holding the lead by 1 length. Roughage Cashback is coming out 3 wide. Down along the rail and awaiting the passing lane is Harbour View Jacob. They make the final turn. RB Vladimir holding the lead now by 2 lengths. Harbour View Jacob trying to close in second. RB Vladimir, Harbour View Jacob. RB Vladimir wins it. Finishing second is Harbour View Jacob. It's close for third between Parkhurst and Roughage Cashback. Back in victory lane, the 11th race winner, number 3, RB Vladimir, a 4-year-old gelding, but Knightley Blue Chip. On the train by Rosaire Berrio, Russell Burgoyne picking up his 3rd win of the afternoon. The mile in 2 minutes, 1/5. Race number 12 has Mary's First, Charit's Past Due, GG Angie, Mardon's Kadoa, Strike is Rich, Fires in It's Miller Time, and Nick's Ripper. We have a recall. Race 12, top of the stretch. Mary's First, Charit's Past Due, GG Angie, Mardon's Kadoa, Strike is Rich, Fires in It's Miller Time, and Nick's Ripper. They're off and pacing. Mary's First out the railway, looking for the lead. Past Due hustling up on the outside. Charit's will grab a seat third up on the outside. Mardon's Kadoa is away fourth. Nick's Ripper from 5 in the early going. GG Angie races away in 6. Strike is Rich in 7. Got 3 wide is Firesen in 8 as they move down the backstretch and on to the opening quarter. At the rail, that's Mary's First. Driving up on the outside, Past Due. In behind them and traveling third is Charit's. Next in line, Mardon's Kadoa has 4. Firesen moving up on the outside into 5. Nick's Ripper has 6. Racing in 7 is GG Angie. Strike is Rich. And trailing the field as they move off the top turn, it's Miller Time. 29 seconds was the opening quarter. They continue to battle up front. Mary's First and Past Due. They match strides as they approach the halfway point. Sitting in the pocket is Charit's. Then moving up on the outside. The pickup cover is Firesen in 4. Mardon's Kadoa at the rail in 5. Strike is Rich to the outside in 6. Nick's Ripper has 7. Then GG Angie and it's Miller Time. 59-3 was the half. They move down the backstretch for the final time, led by Mary's First now by 1 length. Second is Charit's up 3 wide on the outside. Here comes Firesen. Backing up the outer tier is Past Due as they move on past the 3/4. It's still Mary's First by 1 length. Charit's second. Firesen up on the outside is third. Mardon's Kadoa fourth. Strike is Rich going 3 wide 5th. They head for the top turn. Mary's first by half a length. Firesen taking aim on the outside. Second, Churitz at the rail is third. Mardon's Canoa is traveling fourth. Gigi Angie at the rail in 5. 1:31 and 3 3/4. They make the final turn. Mary's first, still there, half a length. Firesen on the outside with Churitz down at the rail, racing third. Down the lane for the final time. Churitz coming up through the center. Churitz, Mary's first. Churitz reaching up to win it, finishing second is Mary's first. Firesen is third. 12th race winner, number 2, Churitz, a 7-year-old gelding by It's Fritz, owned by Mike Campbell. Trained by Lynn Privet, Lenny Myers catch driving. The mile in 2:03 and 3/5. Hexton continues in the passing lane, racing third. Inside Stormont is fourth. Looking at it from 5 as they move to the 3/8. As you'll see, Gigi Angie has 6. Whisper Ginny parked out in 7. Pacing an 8, Township Cruiser. And Sea Robbers at the back. 29 and 2 was the opening quarter. They make their way off the top turn and approach the halfway point, led by Fly by Sean, a length and a half advantage over Marmashidino. Up on the outside third is Hexton, locked in, sitting in fourth. Is Stormont from 5. As you'll see to the outside, Gigi Angie in 6. Whisper Ginny is pacing from 7. Then a Sea Robber and Township Cruiser. They were over the half in 59 and 4/5 seconds. Down the backstretch, final time. Fly by Sean, still with the lead. Second is Marmashidino on the inside, and sitting third is Stormont. Dropping back on the outside is Hexton. You'll see moves up into 4, going 3 wide. Gigi Angie in 5. Nowhere to go, Whisper Ginny. Races from 7. They continue on to the 7/8. Fly by Sean on the outside is Stormont, now second. Marmashidino drops back to third. Gigi Angie on the outside is fourth. 1:31 and 1 3/4. They're midway through the final turn. Fly by Sean's the one to catch. Stormont right there second. Marmashidino is at the rail trying to hang in third. Gigi Angie the outside fourth. You'll see in 5 through the stretch for the final time. Fly by Sean now has it by 2.5. 3 lengths as they race to the wire. It's all Fly by Sean. Second is Stormont. Whisper Ginny gets up for third. The winner of race 12, number 4, Fly by Sean, a 9-year-old gelded son of Kawartha Skipper, by Francie Green, trained by Frank McDougall. Jason McDougall driving. Out in 2:02 and 4/5.